Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to it's the Sportsball podcast. I'm here going with Ron, and there's been a lot going on recently.
I would say a lot more football stuff going on.
Yeah, I didn't expect this much stuff.
I was sitting here like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? Of course, hockey didn't really have much.
I got this for like $30 on Amazon, which is weird because I figured I would have gotten it for like it would have been way pricier. Because I mean, I got this and I got like a Lundqvist one. It's Gretzky.
Oh, it's Gretzky. That should be a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, they had a Lemieux and they had an Orr one too. But honestly, I want to get an Orr Boston, like Bobby Orr for the Bruins and Lemieux for the Penguins, or Bobby Orr for the Blackhawks because he played for like a year or two there because he was injured so much.
But what are we going to be covering on here specifically?
We're covering Sportsball. That's how it works. This
Sports-
guy, he forgot how he forgot how it works.
Sportsball and Sports Puck.
And possibly Sports Wheel.
Oh, yes.
Because
I'm going to be talking about that.
Yeah, so...
Do we want to get that one out of the way first?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so if you haven't heard, of course, one of my favorite sports, NASCAR, they are going to be racing on a naval base.
Wait, what?
They are
wow,
racing.
I didn't hear about this.
Yes, that's the one I was talking about. They are racing on a naval base next year for the 250th anniversary of the Navy.
That is so
They are doing
cool,
it, I believe
dude.
they said, I believe it is Father's Day weekend is what we have looked and everything. So if you haven't seen the trailer/video for it, go watch it now. If you don't know any of the drivers, just they have names for most of them. So
Did it say which naval base they're going to?
I can't remember what specific one it was. I believe it's out in Southern Cal. So it's more than with it now. It's going to be
it's coming
San
to
Diego Naval Base.
San Diego Naval Base. So that's really cool. I didn't know they were going to do something like that.
Oh, trust me, I am ready for. I would love to see that. That's why I was specifically saying the Sports Wheel because I think I know which one you're talking.
No, you said Sports Puck. I said Sports Wheel.
I think we were talking about two different things. I think I know what you're talking about, and you talking about the thing that's coming up this weekend.
I think so.
If you're talking about that, that's a little bit of baseball. We'll cover that a little bit.
Oh yeah, that. Wait, that's this weekend?
Yes, it is.
Oh dang! I didn't know that, bro. I wish we got tickets. That would have been so cool.
It would have been fun. Yeah. I mean, I've seen how they have played it out, and now, well. We'll cover that a little bit later.
I'll get you a Reds hat. It'll be fine.
Don't you dare.
What? You have a red hat on right now.
It's a scarlet.
Same thing.
Whatever.
I don't know. Just keep being salty that Michigan has a 4-game win streak over the Ohio State Nutbags.
I'm not even going to do it on camera.
4 straight games, you fool. And I don't even like Michigan. Honestly, though, I do kind of want to Tom Brady Michigan jersey because it's cool. It's cool.
If you're gonna do that, get an Archie Manning jersey as well.
No, I'm getting Tom Brady. He was like drafted 199 overall and then became the greatest quarterback of all time. So,
starting off with the basketball, NBA.
With the basketball.
You knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
For the first time in their history. For the first time in their history, the Charlotte Hornets have won a championship. They won the Summer League championship.
I thought it was going to be the Tank Bowl.
But for the first time in history, in the history of their what is it called? Dynasty, I guess. This is the first time they've ever won a championship, whether it be Summer League, Divisional, NBA, or Conference.
It's kind of sad, honestly.
It is, but at the same time, it's like now the question is: these are just all of like the G League players and all of the like other players, like specifically first rounders, second rounders, sometimes will play in this to see how they do.
Yeah,
just like how Cooper Flagg played one game and then they took him out the rest. But we'll see how they do in the regular season. I want to say I hope they do good because I would love to see them make it to the playoffs and make it at least a decent like make a decent run.
But they're the Hornets. They'll find a way to screw it up because they are just that cursed with themselves.
Yeah.
So continuing on, the Los Angeles Lakers have signed a 7-foot center named Christian Coloco to a 2-way contract. So that's another center for LA.
Wembanyama, watch out! You just found your match.
So, are they just going to be able to, like, take one step and they're already at the other side of the court and they just look down at the net and it's like that.
There's a Florida Gator basketball player that is just that tall that he literally just stands on his toes and he can go.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, it's like that Family Guy bit where it's like all the really tall guys, but yeah. So I don't know much about his game. I don't know much about him in general, so
yeah, I haven't.
We'll have to see if he's worth it. But you know what? He's very, very tall, so that's basic. You're basically asking for good basketball with that kind of thing.
So as we were talking about, I believe it was last episode, how Chris Paul not only announced his retirement after this season, but I believe we have talked about where he might have. I think he was traded last week after we recorded the episode and everything. He was traded to the Clippers for his final season, and they have signed a deal with him. I don't know the specifics on it right now, but this is his final season in the NBA. So hopefully he does really good. I want to say go Clippers, get a championship, because I want to see Chris Paul for once win a championship.
Yeah, I mean, CP3, he's had one hell of a career.
Every team he has gone to, they have not won a championship. They've maybe made it to the playoffs, but after that, they just haven't been able to do that good. Going on to the Houston Rockets. This one from me. Josh Okogie enters his 8th NBA season and gives the Rockets another active wing defender who has averaged 6.3 points over 416 games. He signed a 1-year, $3.1 million deal with the Houston Rockets. Hopefully that will help them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Houston, I mean, they definitely need it, but at the same time, you just picked up Kevin Durant. You just picked up the KD.
Yeah, I mean he's been one of the best players in this generation. But also you're gonna, since he is on that team and they're a team that's pushing to try to make it back to the NBA Finals. Hopefully get another ring to their name. They're gonna want to build around him, especially since you are in his latter years.
Yes.
So I think it's smart to try to build around this guy. And having another good winger for him, that's
going to help.
Yeah.
That they almost do. When they say winger, it almost makes me think of hockey.
Yeah. Because
you got left wing and right wing.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's like politics. I'm kidding. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't talk about politics on this
don't
channel. The only politics we talk about is sportsball politics.
Hey.
I don't need no dirty Buckeyes in this house. As for the fans, I guess they can come here, but if I go to my front door and there's a pile of Buckeye nuts at my door, I'm just going to be very confused, like, did I slingshot these at my sister?
Moving on.
Anyway, so the Phoenix Suns have claimed former Lakers guard Jordan Goodwin off of free agency waivers, sources tell ESPN. So, first of all, you guys can't see it, but the picture that they have of him is where he's wearing, like,
got
that black face mask on, and I'm sorry, he looks like a Batman villain. He honestly looks like a weird comic book villain.
Okay.
He's like, it is I, the free thrower, and I will conquer the world with my really crappy 3-pointers. Jeez. I need help.
Free agent guard Jared Butler has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Phoenix Suns as well. So they picked up another one.
They're starting to build too.
So sources tell ESPN. Jared Butler, a 2021 second rounder, averaged 9 points in 17 minutes per game over 60 contests for the 76ers and Wizards last season. That's,
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to see how the Phoenix Suns are building up. Because I mean, after an incredibly disappointing season last year, I mean they're trying to at least do something. And yeah, they signed Devin Booker, but it's only going to be a matter of time before he wants out.
oh yeah.
Because I mean, he wants to win. Everybody wants to win.
He'll probably want out after this season if they don't make the playoffs again.
Come to Cleveland.
Please. Does Cleveland really need? I mean,
nah, but it'd be fun.
I was gonna say because he would. The problem is you would have to give up and you would have to put like Garland or somebody on the bench.
You don't bench Garland. What the heck?
Then what are you gonna do with Devin Booker? You can't bench him.
Trade him for LeBron James.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, free agent guard Ty Washington Jr. has agreed to a one-year deal with the Los Angeles Clippers, according to Kevin Bradbury of Lift Sports. So, interesting move.
He's done pretty good. He's a 2022 first-round pick. He's entering his fourth season after playing only 16 games for the Suns. Only 16? Out of the, 80? God, that is not a lot. Chicago Bulls head coach Billy Donovan has signed a multi-year contract with the franchise. He is viewed as a leader within the Bulls organization and will enter his sixth season in Chicago in 25-26 with 800 NBA games coached over his career. The Bulls and Donovan, a Naismith Basketball Hall of Famer, started negotiations at the end of last season and continued conversations through this week amid off-season planning, a brief pursuit of Donovan by the New York Knicks, which was ultimately denied, and the draft, free agency, and summer league. That's the fact that New York Knicks.
Can't believe I can't believe they're contenders now.
It is. I mean, it feels weird, but at the same time, you look at their team. Mainly, it is. What is his name?
Anthony Towns, Jalen.
No, Brunson. It's mainly Brunson. Carl Anthony Towns does a great job. So now you can say it's those two, but before it used to be just Brunson and all that. So
I don't know. I'm really interested to see how New York proceeds because I mean, yeah, they've been failing in the postseason every now the past couple of years, but they're coming back. And even though nobody wants nobody wants the agony of Knicks fans being unleashed because, oh God, they are horrible. I mean, God.
Let me just say this, Spike Lee, shut your mouth, please. He is a crazy Knicks fan. That's Indiana.
Oh wait, I thought that was against the Knicks.
It was against the Knicks.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Free agent guard Lindy Waters III,
not to be confused with the second one or the first one.
There it is.
Or the 16.
Has agreed to a one-year deal with the San Antonio Spurs. He has shot 37% from three in his first 4 NBA seasons in OKC and Golden State and Detroit.
That's pretty.
So this is his 14th in the last 4 years. He's played for OKC, Golden State, and Detroit.
He's becoming Mike Sillinger.
Oh,
here he comes.
I was going to say
great Sillinger.
No, he's becoming he that shall not be named.
Don't even make that joke.
You knew I was going to say.
Don't even make that joke.
There's been a lot of stuff going on. This one happened last week, literally as soon as we finished. I think as soon as we finished recording.
Yeah. I think I remember seeing that right after it happened.
Yep. Shake Milton's $3 million contract, or excuse me, let me rephrase this. The Los Angeles Lakers have waived guard Shake Milton. His $3 million contract for next season would have become fully guaranteed last Sunday. and Lakers are clearing space for the signing of Marcus Smart. Which, if we did not cover that, Marcus Smart is we did okay.
Yeah.
So that one is
Marcus Smart got bought out his contract so he could play in LA. So
yeah, which is crazy.
I'm gonna be honest. If Shake Milton does not start a milkshake company after he retires from the NBA, I'm going to be sorely disappointed with
What would it be called?
Shake Shack. Actually, you'd probably have a stroke if you tried to say that.
That's a tongue twister and a half.
Yeah. So moving on to the NHL. Starting off, so the NHL's expansion fee is rumored to be $2 billion.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, price tag's going up because I mean, hey, a lot of cities are going to be wanting in. And I've been hearing, and so far I've been hearing about 6 locations, but 2 of these are very intriguing to me. So these locations are Houston, of course, and Atlanta, of course.
Please bring back
and of course Quebec. So please bring back the Nordiques. I need the Nordiques back. They are so cool. Also, so that Canadian fans can quit whining about it. New Orleans, which I think would actually be pretty interesting.
It would. I mean, you would have to. I guess you would use the dome, the Superdome.
Yeah. Well, no, they probably use the same arena as the Pelicans because that's usually what they do when it comes to that. And the other 2 cities I've been hearing are Hamilton, Ontario, and Austin, Texas.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, I in my opinion, Hamilton makes sense. They have hockey history. It's in Canada, so.
What was their original? They had hockey history, so they had one in the NHL.
Well, not only do they have like a minor league team, they all called the Bulldogs. I want to say it's WHL. I think I don't remember. But they also had a team called the Hamilton Tigers. Now, yes, I know Hamilton Tiger Cats of the CFL, but back in the very, very, very early days of the NHL, they had a team called the Tigers, and they folded because they sucked.
If you don't understand what he meant by CFL, we're not talking college football league. We're talking Canadian football league.
No, I would just say college football. But yeah, so but Austin, I think it's interesting, but at the same time, I feel like. I feel like going to Houston would make a lot more sense because they have that history with the Arrows.
You mean Hamilton?
What?
You mean Hamilton?
No. I mean Houston.
Houston has the same history as Hamilton?
No, I said I'm saying Austin could be interesting, but Houston would make more sense in the state of Texas.
Okay, I was about to say, hold on a minute.
Yeah, no, you're good. So like Houston would make more sense for another Texas team because again they have that history of the Houston Arrows and whatnot, and it's a way bigger market.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. Cool. Who knows if Austin gets a team? Maybe they'll be really good.
So I'm going to move on to a little bit of CHL, which is Canadian?
Just Canadian hockey. It's like when we say that, we're talking about the OHL, the WHL, and the QMJHL, and those 3 are minor league teams where a lot of players go to. They're basically like prospect leagues where you go and you develop so that you can be selected in the NHL entry draft.
So there were some big time CHL to NCAA transfers, and they keep coming.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop. So probably the most notable one is, of course, probably the biggest hockey prospect for the upcoming draft in Gavin McKenna, going to Penn State.
I don't
which is
blame
insane.
I don't blame him, but at the same time, I think he could have gone up in the ranks or moved up in the minors a little bit quicker than some. Because looking at some of his highlights from like the playoffs as well as the regular season,
oh my God, he's a monster.
He's amazing, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were just like, okay, let's see how you do your first season. All right, let's move you up. They can literally move him up just like the minor leagues of baseball, like move him up there in the middle of the season. And I would love to see that. I would have loved to have seen him make it to the NHL with him going
Well,
back.
yeah, but he's not. I don't think he's eligible yet. I think he's eligible this year. But I mean, I don't. But again, I don't think that's anything knocking against Matthew Schaefer. But
Yeah.
Gavin McKenna, if you have not watched him, definitely go watch him. Watch some of his highlights. He's very comparable to players like Nikita Kucherov, who's my boy.
Yes.
My boy.
He's good.
Yeah, I'm not saying that as a Lightning fan trying to be like my team better, but like
I agree
mean,
with you,
Yeah,
so-
no. I'm saying that to folks at home who don't know. Like he's very comparable to Cooch in that. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. Just watch him. He's a monster. But
So,
I think this is great. Also, I thought you were going to be saying, oh, no, he should have come to Ohio State.
No. Ohio State they could have a better hockey program. The women's is doing great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, their hockey team is
men's,
amazing.
It's the men's that need to work up a little bit more.
Yeah.
They about made it. No. Yeah, they about made it to the playoffs if they didn't lose in the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah.
They were doing so good this year.
But yeah, their women's hockey team is really, really good. So I mean, hey, at least the PWHL is just like. But if you have not watched them, they're the women's league. They're really, really good. So I highly recommend it.
Another one that is going to follow Gavin McKenna is Jackson Smith. He is leaving. He was drafted by the Blue Jackets, is in the CHL, and now he is transferring back to Penn State, or transferring to Penn State. I can't remember which college he came from earlier. That one, I don't know if he would have moved up faster. I would say it would have taken him at least a couple of seasons to probably move up to the next one. But I think he was going to be a great prospect, and not only for the NHL, but also for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yeah.
I think he would have done great. I think he would have been, in my opinion, a good fit for Columbus to help them out. And I wouldn't say move him up pretty far.
Yeah, he's a defenseman that was selected 14th overall by the Jackets. He's an offensive defenseman. I'm looking at the elite prospect.
Offensive defense. We need that.
Definitely.
We need that, please.
Yeah, because as good as Provorov is, probably not best that you sign him to that much.
Now.
I don't know. So yeah, he's going over there, and he's apparently also very speedy, which is pretty good. Yeah,
I hope Columbus goes back after him again.
Yeah.
The problem is if
Don't
he does
trade him.
Huh?
I said just don't trade him.
Unless
he wants to come to Tampa Bay, then definitely come over.
Oh, this one I don't know.
Oh,
It says CHL, but he also has a OHL.
OHL is the same. No, I just explained. It's like the CHL kind of applies to the OHL, WHL, and QMJHL. But yeah, so that's what it kind of refers to. But the next one is another highly touted prospect for the upcoming draft in Porter Martoni. Oh no, he was already selected. Porter Martone. I'm gonna call him Martoni or whatever. Some guy named Porter from. He is going to Michigan State.
All of them are so far. The first three are going to Big Ten teams.
Yeah,
Which I don't.
which is
For
interesting.
me, it's crazy.
Hit that like and subscribe button, you idiot. You're sitting here watching the darn thing. Subscribe to the thing.
I'm gonna move back.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, I saw him coming over this way, and I was like, what's happening?
like,
and all I
oh,
get
no.
is just shoved over, and I'm blocked by the microphone.
Hey, might as well listen to him, I guess. So,
Yes. Okay. Focus. my
Okay.
guy.
What? Okay.
Focus.
Okay. So, Porter Martone. Or Martoni, I need to listen to what they call
We're gonna
him
have to
again.
figure out his name.
So he's a right-wing player, a power forward, and a sniper. Okay.
Hold on. Power forward. That is a basketball position.
No, it's a hockey position too. No, basketball and hockey kind of share positions sometimes.
Winger.
Yeah. He was selected 6th overall in the NHL draft, and now he's going to Michigan State. I've seen some of his highlights. He's really, really good, and I feel like he's one of those kinds of guys that Philly could definitely use because they suck.
Yeah, that's just lightly. put.
Although I do feel like their issues are more or less in goaltending because Samuel Ersson hasn't been very good, and they haven't had good goaltending since
Patrick. No.
Stop.
I
should say his name, but let's continue.
We'll talk about that later.
No, we won't.
But-
Caden Lindstrom, this guy who got selected
First
by the
First
by the
overall
fellas.
pick.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. Caden Lindstrom was not a first overall pick.
Why did I think? Okay, but
You're getting it mixed up.
he's going from the Columbus Blue Jackets to fourth overall.
Yeah, he was fourth
He was
overall.
a first rounder, but
He was fourth overall in 2024. He was drafted the same year as Celebrating.
yeah, but he is transferring to Michigan State. Before you say anything, it's different from the team. Up
I
north.
know.
But him, I mean, I was hoping he would move up, and still, I understand it's early on in his career. This is, I think, going on his second season. It would have been his second season, and now he's transferring back and going back to college. So I would have loved to have seen him grow but now it's like with two prospects that Columbus Blue Jackets have picked up, now it's going to be hard to pick them back up, because if they do better than those higher up teams during the NHL draft, they have a draft lottery, don't they?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Yeah, the draft lottery.
During the draft
That's how the
lottery,
Islanders won it.
during the draft lottery, anything could happen. Like the first, if he does better, or who was the other one?
Just punch
Jackson.
me in the knee.
Sorry. Or if Jackson Smith does better, then those higher up teams, then Columbus is going to pick them, and it's their SOL at that point, and that's what we need. We definitely need to. Like, Columbus definitely needs to go back and try to get Jackson Smith in some form of way. Whether that be trading I would say trading somebody, but that would be the only way to get him back. Right now, I'm not saying that they won't get picked high up.
Yeah.
But we got lucky in 2024 when we got fourth overall.
And I do understand what you're saying, but at the same time, the reason why a lot of these guys stay is because they want to develop, because they want to make sure that they can come into the league hot and ready, like a good Little Caesar's pizza. And that's one of the
Not sponsored.
I mean, unless you want to. We wouldn't have a problem with that. But jokes aside, of course. I mean, Isaac Howard, who the Lightning selected him in 2022. He went to Michigan State and stuff like that, and he has yet to play an NHL game. We selected him in 2022, so like a lot of these guys, they take a little bit in the minors, but that's because they want to make sure that they can develop well, because the NHL is insane. Like, there are a lot of prospects that want to jump in just like that, and they end up sinking. It's a tale as old as time in not just the NHL, but in every sport. A good example of this, in my opinion, is Isaiah Wilson in the NFL, 2020 first round pick by the Tennessee Titans, and he only played like a couple years in college. I think he only played like a year or two in college before he declared for the draft,
Which is too early.
He fell apart. Like, not only did he get more arrests than he had snaps on the field, he was not. The times he was on the field, he got pancaked. He was a mess. So these guys want to make sure that they can come into league and make an impact while still, being able to be developed.
Understandable.
So continuing onwards, Cole Reshny is going to North Dakota.
North Dakota.
North Dakota. It's not even the best Dakota. I mean, North Dakota's not that bad, I think.
Arguably.
Is there even anything there? Anyway, so Cole Reshny is a center/left winger. Yes, you can have two positions. He's a playmaker and a two-way forward. Currently, the Calgary Flames have rights to him, and he was drafted first round, 18th overall. I almost said first overall, but I wouldn't, because that's stupid of me to say. But yeah, so he got selected 18th overall by the Calgary Flames. So he's going to North Dakota, and it's really interesting to see all these players go to the NCAA. I mean, because there have been a lot of fantastic players that went there. I mean, Johnny Hockey was in the NCAA. Adam Fox was there. There have been some great players.
There's been quite a bit, and his teammate in.
Sorry,
I'm pretty sure it's the same team.
Yep.
His teammate in Keaton Verhoef.
Some guy named Keaton, not to be confused with Michael Keaton.
He is
who's
going to
Batman.
join him and going to North Dakota. So that's going to be interesting. I believe obviously both of them were taken by Calgary. I don't know when when Keaton was taken specifically.
Keaton has not yet been drafted. He is eligible in the upcoming draft.
So he
alongside guys like Gavin.
Okay, so he could technically play at the same time, or they can play in the OHL, CHL, whatever.
Yeah, he is a defenseman. I don't have too much on him right now. I'm more or less waiting on the prospect page to pick him up. Next up we got Ryder Ritchie, selected by the Minnesota Wild. He is going to Boston University, and Boston's had some damn good players come through their system.
Oh, there's
probably one of the most notable as of recent being, of course, the late Johnny Gaudreau.
Yes.
I remember when we were at the Stadium Series, we saw that guy with the Boston College sweater.
Oh,
I think we both want one.
As much as I'm an Ohio State fan, I would still get Ohio State sweater, but I would still get a Johnny Gaudreau Boston College.
Oh, dude, like
there's no doubt.
I think we would both pay top dollar for some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Even if neither of us are a fan of Boston.
Why did this one have to land on me?
It's up. Do you want me to talk about it?
I'll just say it the normal way, or I'll say it the right way. You say it the normal way.
You are adorable, man.
So,
you're so funny.
Malcolm Spence, who I don't know who he was drafted by.
He was selected by the New York Rangers in the second round, 43rd overall.
He is going to the team up north, otherwise
Michigan, the Michigan Wolverines.
He's going back to that college, who did not do very well this past season, in my opinion. Not saying that to be biased, not saying that being biased, but you look at their schedule. They did not do that well last season.
No, I know. I'm just silently calling you out for being a nutbag. Sorry, a Buckeye.
Thank you. But for him going back, he better have a good season, because if not, I think he's going to drop down a little bit more than what he was. So he was drafted, second round?
Second round, 43rd overall. He is a left wing physical and two-way to forward. Two-way forward. Ugh. And yeah, I mean, I do hope that he does well over in Michigan, especially since he is a very physical forward, and those kinds of guys they're typically the kind of players that end up falling off a lot quicker because being very physical in hockey does take a lot out of you. But so those are some of the players that are going to the NCAA. Now let's get into some re-signings. First of all, Capo Caco.
That's a fun name to say.
Yeah, he has been re-signed to the Seattle Kraken to a 3-year, $4.525 million deal. And honestly, I think this is definitely worth it. Capo Caco, he was, how do I put this, getting screwed by the Rangers big time. If you weren't paying attention to the soap opera that was New York, the second overall pick in the 2019 NHL draft, he was held to 4 goals in 30 games with New York because a lot of the time he was riding the bench, and yet he played. He played 49 games where he only had 10 goals, but
he's done. It shows that he's done better.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see what he does. I mean, this is what happens when you have an interesting prospect and you decide not to use him. You lose him to the freaking Kraken. But yeah, so I'm very curious to see how this works out.
I hope it works out for him a lot better than what he's had in New York.
Yeah, because he was getting benched. He was basically getting wasted away there, and guys like him and Cooley were all upset about it. So, we're gonna have to see if if Jackson Blake works out with the Hurricanes, because let's get to that signing.
So Jackson Blake has extended his contract with the Carolina Hurricanes. He has signed an 8-year, $5.625 million AAV contract.
What is with these deals?
I don't know.
So weird.
This is hockey, and I thought hockey was the normal one, and now they're just.
You thought hockey was the normal one?
I thought it was normal.
This guy.
Football has a lot better contract signings.
Yeah, because you catch a ball once and you're getting paid like $500 million.
You risk your life and you're.
And you get like $5 and a freaking cheesesteak if you sign with Philly.
But
I don't want to play for Flyers.
But as far as I'm concerned, I think he's done very well this last season. I could be wrong, but I think he's done a decent job this last season with the Carolina Hurricanes, and I think he should stay. I think it's a good idea that he's staying with Carolina, and hopefully it goes best for him as well as the team. I would love to see Carolina for once get a championship, even though it would hurt me being a Columbus Blue Jackets fan.
This guy.
Okay, it would
I'm
just.
messing with you.
I was gonna say, hold on a minute. It would hurt you just as much.
Not really, because I don't have problems with the Hurricanes. They have Hartford Whalers nights. I think I'm okay with it.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. The thing is about Jackson Blake is that I think it's a bit of a gamble signing him to this, because he does have a lot of potential to be a very mid player, but I mean, judging by like how he did last year, it's entirely possible that he turns out to be one of the better players for Carolina. So we're gonna have to see. Continuing onwards, your Tampa Bay Lightning have signed Ethan. How the hell do I say that? Ethan Zata.
I think that's how you say it.
Some guy named Ethan has been signed to a 3-year entry-level deal. Zata had, at the age of 18, had 21 goals, 55 points through 68 games when he played with the Niagara Ice Dogs of the OHL last season. He was drafted 56th overall by Tampa Bay in the 2025 entry draft because Tampa Bay does not have a first-round pick until probably like GTA 6 comes out. Oh no, we probably traded those picks too. Thanks, JVP, you egg. But so I'm very curious to see how he does. My only issue is that he's a forward, and while scoring depth is a problem, I feel like we need to focus more on defense. I mean, yeah, we have Pontus Holmberg, who we signed from Toronto, but I don't know if he's gonna work out. I hope he does, but we'll have to see. So
I was gonna say, I don't know if you have a couple more. I've only got one more. So
yeah, I have a few more. So
I'll let you cover. But okay, I'll go ahead then.
Okay.
Buffalo Sabres have signed Connor Timmins.
Connor Timmins.
I said it right.
You were looking way too into that.
I was like, what? Well, okay, you saw the last name.
Touche.
Connor Timmins and the Buffalo Sabres have agreed to a 2-year extension. With a 2-year extension and $2.2 million AAV. How did he do? Is he?
Yeah, he hasn't been great.
He'll probably sit on the bench for most of the season.
Last season, in 17 games with Pittsburgh, he had 1 goal. Oh, okay, that's actually not that bad, I guess.
1 goal in 17 games?
Well, he's probably a 4th liner, so, you know.
Touche.
Okay, well, in 2025... with Toronto, in 51 games, he had 2 goals.
Right.
Yeah, so how long do you think it's going to be until Buffalo fans take Kevin Adams and burn him at a pyre like it's the Salem Witch Trials?
I give it after this season. I give it about halfway through this upcoming season.
Mike, you gotta get this. You gotta get this whole Kevin Adams situation under control because he sucks.
Yeah.
That's where Buffalo is. I don't think Buffalo's never making the playoffs.
He's doing worse than John Tortorella.
Tortorella's a coach. Kevin Adams is a GM.
Other way. Forget what I said.
He's like Lou. Okay, not even like Lou Lamoriello because at least Lamoriello made mid signings, And at least Kevin Adams does stuff. This is bull crap. I can't make a good GM joke because I forgot who all the bad ones were. Anyway, continuing on, here's some Yegor Chinikov.
Igor.
Legend, the Columbus Blue Jackets legend. There are a lot of potential destinations for him after requesting a trade out of Columbus. So the 4 teams that I've been seeing are the Los Angeles Kings, the Colorado Avalanche, the New York Islanders, and the Carolina Hurricanes. So, Ronald, what are your thoughts as a Blue Jackets fan? Besides, why?
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 I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't. I understand why he wants out, but at the same time, just stay with Columbus. You never know what could happen. We thought we were going to have a horrible year the year before Columbus, or the year before we lost Johnny Gaudreau. We thought we
did have a horrible year the year before you lost Johnny Gaudreau.
We had a great year.
No, I mean before you lost him, the last year he played in the NHL, you guys were horrible. The year afterwards, which is this past season, you guys were good. But yeah, so as a right winger,
you never know what could happen. Just stay with the team. Like if I could talk to him, I would say just stay with the team, see what happens from there, because anything can happen and anything is possible. I'm not saying that we're going to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, but you never know. It could happen in the next year or two. But it's his choice. It is what it is.
So another player that's been in the trade talks is Jason Robertson. He's been a really good forward for Dallas, and he's been connected to 4 teams. One of them being, again, the Los Angeles Kings. God, Los Angeles is really looking for
Los Angeles needs those.
I mean, yeah, there's a fly over here. But, like, it makes sense, like, why they keep looking around, especially because, you know, Andrei Kopitar, it's likely going to be his final season in the NHL, so, hey,
Sorry.
we got a podcast here. So, since it's probably going to be Andrei Kopitar's final season in the NHL, they're definitely going to be looking to fill in his position. So, some potential destinations outside of LA are Ottawa, Anaheim, and Chicago.
The Mighty Ducks
of Anaheim.
There we go.
Honestly, I feel like Anaheim could probably use him, but at the same time, I don't know if they really need him.
I would say more of either Ottawa or Los Angeles. I think Well, no, I'll take that back. I think Los Angeles may need him just a little bit more. Anaheim might need him, but I kind of have to agree with you. I don't really think they need him that much. I say Los Angeles probably needs him a little bit more than what Anaheim does.
Yeah. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is Nicholas Backstrom, former Washington Capital. He's officially going to a hockey team, not in North America though. He has signed a 1-year deal with Brynäs IF in the SHL, which is in Sweden. He missed all of last season due to a hip injury and was limited to just 8 games in the 2023-2024 season due to the same ailment. His last season of 50-plus games came in the 2020-2021 season. So he's been out for a while. And so he's going back to Sweden, which I think is cool. You know, I'm not going to be like, what are you doing with all those Swedes? You got the Swedish chef over there going like, hurdy. But, so I think I don't know. That's as good as my Swedish chef impression's gonna get. So just live with it. Yeah.
Moving on to baseball now. Don't have really much anything
Our
else.
national pastime. Besides being a weird country, America's weird. Just deal with it.
Whatever. But moving on to baseball. Coming up this weekend, as of this recording, I don't know when anybody's watching this, but as of this recording. As we were talking about, the Atlanta Braves and the Cincinnati Reds are meeting up at the Bristol Motor Speedway, and they are having the Speedway Classic. If you have not seen how the field looks, honestly, it looks a lot better than what I thought it was. They are using turf because they kind of have to. It's that they can't use dirt, but they are using turf as the field, and I think this is going to be huge. Will I think they sell it out? I don't know. You're coming to where it's like the midway point between Atlanta and Cincinnati. It works out perfectly, and this is the first time it's happening. And apparently there's, as we talked about earlier, instead of the speedway being very open, apparently there's rumors that they are wanting to put a top on top of Bristol Motor Speedway.
Wow, I didn't hear about that.
I just found out about it today.
That's gonna be fun.
Here's the thing. A baseball game is a baseball game. It's supposed to be outside. Tampa Bay, yes, had an indoor arena. Toronto has an indoor arena for baseball.
There are a few teams that have an indoor.
They do. Seattle technically has an indoor and outdoor. Houston has technically an indoor and outdoor.
Do they just like take the top off or something?
They can literally move it.
It's like a freaking Pringles can.
So it's, in my opinion, just keep it outside like it's supposed to be. If you get a rain delay, you get a rain delay. You're on turf. You're not having to cover everything up. Also, uniforms. They could have done a lot better with those. It's literally just like NASCAR numbers on the back and like tire marks or checkered flag on the bill of the cap.
I think that's kind of cool.
But, well, you do. Being a NASCAR fan myself, they could have done better. City Connect jerseys.
This
look
guy.
Yeah. But moving on, that is coming up this weekend.
Yeah,
it's
so
going to be huge.
We're going to try to catch that game on TV at least, because
we're going to try and watch it.
I really wanted to go, but you know. Wait, what day is it going to be on Saturday?
Saturday, August 2nd. And I believe it is a night game.
Oh, crap. I'm going to be working. That'll be fine. They'll probably be playing.
And I'm going to be out of town.
Hell. So.
Oh, well.
So getting started on the MLB, Pasyon Kim of your Tampa Bay Rays has been placed on IL because screw me, I guess.
Didn't you guys just get him back?
We just got him back.
2 weeks ago, I think.
Alright, so he will once again see the IL, this time with back tightness, but hopefully he won't last more than 10 days there, so good to know that it's not too serious. At least he's not getting Tommy John or something. In his place, Johnny DeLuca has been reinstated. He suffered a shoulder strain in April that turned out to be much worse, and he's been working on recovering ever since. In 23 ABs in 2025, DeLuca is batting .435, left on a very high note, and is hopefully looking to continue that. So, I really hope that Kim's injury isn't that bad, because he's a hell of a player, and we literally just got him back. So,
yep.
Please be okay.
So there's a little bit on the moves, so trades as well as retirements. Sticking on to the injuries, as of a couple days ago, the Houston Astros now have about 18 players on their injured list.
Wow. Huh.
Chet, I think they're cooked. Like, badly. So, yeah. But 18 players?
That's crazy.
I don't know what to say. They play
like, God, are they going to a freaking cemetery if they want to go play in Houston? Has Minute Maid become a freaking morgue? What is this?
So the funny part is they placed Brandon Walter, who is the recent one, on the injured list with a left elbow inflammation, bringing their total on the injured list to a league-leading 18. Houston leads the AL West by 5 games. I would not be surprised if I see that 5 games start going down.
Yeah.
You've lost quite a bit of players, and right now, as of a couple days ago, they are still in the West, still ahead by 4 games now. So let's rephrase that whole thing. They are ahead by 4 games. Some big news that happened literally yesterday as of this recording. I'll let you cover this one. Both of us are a little happy about this, but at the same time...
I'm not happy. I'm more or less just like, yay, the Yankees are going to lose, but I'm bummed because, you don't want to see this kind of thing happen.
The home run leader.
Yeah, so Aaron Judge, star for the New York Yankees, has a flexor strain and will be going on the injured list. But his UCL is intact, Yankees manager Aaron Boone said.
Basically, what he is saying is, He is not going to be out for the remainder of the season. He's only out for a certain amount of time. If his UCL was gone, he is done. That means that the rest of the season's over. He's got to get surgery. So it's good to kind of see him back in, or at least still able to come back.
Yeah.
Knowing him, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back in October when the playoffs happen.
Yeah.
And as we stand right now, the Yankees are where?
They are currently second in the AL East, being dethroned by the Blue Jays of all teams. Because Toronto has a 63-42 record, as the New York Yankees have a 56-48 record. So they're slipping a bit.
They're about 6.5 games behind.
And unfortunately, the Rays are still in 4th place, and they're barely above.
And we moved up to second.
And I hate everything
It's
about my
fun.
life.
Every single time we talk about one team being horrible, they start jumping up. We talk about another team being great, and they start jumping down.
The Rays are doing horrible.
What's going?
I'm trying. Okay.
The Guardians are doing horrible.
They're in second.
I said Guardian. First time in forever. Yeah. Whatever. But let's talk about a couple of.
I can't. Okay. So.
Talk about a couple
Yeah.
trades.
So one trade that happened is left-handed pitcher Gregory Soto has been traded to the New York Mets from the Baltimore Orioles for Wellington Arcina?
Herencia.
For a Beef Wellington and Cameron Foster. So that is a trade that happened.
That was the trade that happened. Another trade that happened is right now. Well. It says on the move, former Texas Rangers right-handed pitcher David Robertson has reportedly agreed to a deal with the Philadelphia Phillies. I think it's going to be a great fit for him, but I think he could have probably found a little bit better place to go to. I'll let you.
You just wanted to go to Cleveland.
No, I'm not saying that. I didn't. Say
You didn't
that.
have to say it. I could see it in your eyes. So continuing on, Daniel Bard has announced his retirement after 9 seasons spent with the Boston Red Sox and the Colorado Rockies. This is what playing for the Rockies does to a man.
Good luck. Yeah, good. Congratulations on getting out of Colorado.
That deserves That deserves its own ring.
Sorry, Steph, if you're watching this.
That deserves his own ring. Now she doesn't care about the Rockies. So good luck to him in retirement. Hope all goes well, and I also hope all goes well for Rich Hill, as he has been called up to the Kansas City Royals.
Well, that wouldn't be too bad. He's 45 years old, has pitched in. Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Listen to this. He has pitched in every major league season from 2005 till through 2024.
When was the last time the White Sox were good?
Oh man.
The last time.
And he is also a former Boston Red Sox as well. Moving on to back to the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies have recorded their first shutout as of 4 days ago, so about the 23rd. Their first shutout since, get this, May 15th of last year. They went that long. The Rockies beat the Cardinals 6-0.
The Cardinals.
Yeah.
Just fold your franchise, St. Louis.
Recorded their first shutout win since May 15th, 2024. It was the Rockies' first shutout win in 220 games. And that's not including the preseason, I believe. I believe that's just in general. They have not had a shutout in like 220 games, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. So continuing on, Nick Ahmed has also announced his retirement after 12 years spent in the MLB. He played for the Arizona Diamondbacks, the San Francisco Giants, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the San Diego Padres, and the Texas Rangers.
He basically stayed on that West Coast side.
Yeah, because let's be honest, the East Coast is kind of whack.
He has won back-to-back National League Golden Gloves at shortstop in 2018 and 2019.
So great career for him. Best of luck to him in retirement.
Another retirement. Yes, there's a lot of retirements and trades that have been going on, as well as injuries. Not to make that sound like it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But after an 18-year MLB career, former Toronto Blue Jay and 2021 World Series champion Jesse Chavez has called it a career. He suited up for 9 teams. He suited up for 9 teams through his lengthy career with the Braves, the Athletics, the Rangers, Pirates, Angels, Blue Jays, Cubs, Royals, and Dodgers. So he's
Played for like 9 teams.
9 teams in 9 seasons.
Yeah.
Lord.
So, but I mean, it's good to see that he at least won a ring in 2021 with the Braves. So, yeah. So another trade that happened was the New York Yankees are acquiring third baseman Ryan McMahon from the Colorado Rockies for 2 prospects in return. So, congratulations to Ryan McMahon from escaping the Rockies. So, a good round of applause for him there.
Yep. A former Cleveland Indian himself was traded to Arizona.
Guardian, since you said it.
Shut up. Was traded to Arizona, and now he has been traded again. The Mariners have traded with Arizona. Seattle receives Josh Naylor, and Arizona receives Brandon Garcia and Ashton Izzy. Seeing him move to Arizona, it stunk. I know, Scott, if you're watching this, I know you're going to disagree with me. I think he was a great player for the team, and I think he was a good fit. Could have been a little bit better with hitting, just send him down to minors. But you can disagree with me on that.
Keep up with the blasphemy, and he won't allow you to play pool in his basement anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that should be an interesting move. Where did you say he went?
He went from Cleveland Indians to Arizona.
No, I mean, what team did he just
Seattle.
get traded to?
Seattle.
Okay, so that'll probably help Seattle a lot, and especially since they're trying to get the the lead in the division. Now that the Houston Astros are essentially a morgue.
I think this is going to help Seattle out a little bit
The
more.
Minute Maid Morgue open for business.
So another player that has retired, or that
already
has
talked about this guy.
Oh,
Yeah, Jesse Chavez.
he played for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Forgot I read the wrong one.
You're
There we
good.
go.
So another trade that happened was between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Kansas City Royals, as the Royals acquire outfielder Randall Grichuk, and the Diamondbacks acquire right-handed pitcher Andrew Hoffman.
Yep.
Wow! Holy crap! There were no cash. There was no
There's
cash consideration.
So far, no cash considerations.
This isn't real. It's not a real trade. We
you
have to nix it. Oh god.
Did you talk about Ahmed?
Ahmed Rosario? No, I did not.
Okay, so the Yankees are acquiring former Cleveland Indians as well, Ahmed Rosario. Wait, was he? Yes. From the Nationals. So, buddy, good thing you're getting out of the Nationals, but you went to the wrong team, buddy.
At least it ain't the Nats. So, yeah.
But those are everything that is going on. Scott,
Those are everything?
that is everything that's going on. Thank you for catching me on that. Scott, hopefully we covered quite a bit of it for you, considering that we haven't found one the last few times.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because it's also hard to find a lot of stuff to find any pages to have it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid.
So now moving on to football, which is going
football.
to be
There's so much stuff going on. Holy smokes!
every single day we were finding something.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's not even waste time. Let's just jump right into it. So
Okay.
starting off, the Cincinnati Bengals are signing quarterback Desmond Ridder because I guess they hate themselves. I don't know. He's never gonna play because Joe Burrow.
Moving on.
We already talked about that. Actually, I'm stupid.
Thank you. Moving on to this week, Cam Ward has basically had his number 1 QB spot solidified because Will Levis has to undergo surgery on his throwing shoulder, ending his 2025 season. So Cam Ward, hopefully you can bring Tennessee out of this slump.
Yeah, I mean, and let's be honest, Ward was getting QB1 anyway because
There was no
do
doubt
you
about
really?
that.
I mean, because yeah, the Titans are stupid, but do you honestly think they would have looked at Will Levis this season last year and be like, yeah, let's have that guy as our starting quarterback?
I thought you were about to start into your little multi-sport type thing that you were about to do.
No, because I don't want to talk about his garbage career as a point guard. So, in other news, Ron is dead because Browns quarterback Kenny Pickett injured his hamstring near the end of Saturday's practice and is expected to reevaluate the injury later this week, per sources. Pickett was coming off of a strong couple practices, per sources, and at least for the short term, excuse me. So now there are going to be more reps for Flacco, Gabriel, and Sanders. So,
oh my gosh, that just moved Sanders up.
Press F to pay respects for Ron here.
Alrighty, well, hopefully Dylan Gabriel moves up there and stays.
It's so crazy that the Browns, since they came back, the Browns have been through 1,000 quarterbacks.
They did release the uniform, which I think could have been better. It's an all brown uniform, which I
wasn't really a fan because it's
like I told you, I'm indifferent on it. Could have been better, but
I mean, dude, the new Bucks tarps with the white and the orange.
They're going
and red.
back to the original.
Oh my god, it's so cool. I love it.
Moving on.
It's like back to the days of Hugh Culverhouse making our team a garbage heap. So, the Green Bay Packers are extending offensive tackle Zach Tom to a 4-year, $88 million extension that includes an OL record $30.2 million signing bonus.
Go Cubbies!
Yeah. I will fight you.
Thank you, Bishop. See, Cubs fan. What the hell was that?
I think that was something.
Was that a rubber duck?
I think that was something.
It sounded like a rubber duck that got run over by a tractor.
Moving on, former Colt.
Okay, the water machine's got to be broken over there.
Moving on, former Colts and Bills running back Nyheim Hines, who hasn't played in the NFL for 2 seasons due to a knee injury, reached an agreement 6 days ago, so about last Monday, with the Chargers, per sources.
Yeah, we do not have the current
Covering that
monetary value. So
I'm covering that. I want to cover that one last.
Oh, okay.
That one's my favorite.
All right, so continuing onwards, the Las Vegas Raiders, I had to stop myself from saying Oakland, are signing safety Jamal Adams. I do not have the monetary or year value yet, but they signed him. All right.
So, couple of retirements here in between as we're doing some of these. Well, I only have one right now. 5-time Pro Bowl tight end Jimmy Graham indicates he is retiring from the NFL. Graham last played during the 2023 season, according to the New Orleans Saints website. Jimmy Graham was a great tight end.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him up there with Gronk, but he is...
Buccaneers legend, Gronk.
He was about a couple spots below, I would say.
Yeah.
He's not the best, but he could have done...
I mean, he could have done better as a point guard because, I mean, that World Series that he went to, Joe Thornton smacked him around quite a bit so that he could get his green jacket. So, go Sportsball.
My point exactly with what I was saying earlier.
Yep.
You son of a gun.
Hey, you know the funny thing? I almost forgot about doing that until you reminded me. So
I shouldn't have said anything. Moving on.
Thank you, Nutbag. I'm calling him Nutbag because Buckeyes, Buckeyes are nuts. So
I'm just gonna move on. What's next? What do you have next?
What I have next is the Las Vegas Raiders releasing defensive tackle Christian Wilkins.
Y'all just made a mistake.
Yeah, I mean it's the Raiders. Making mistakes is kind of a thing for them. I mean, let's be honest. Let's not lie to ourselves, folks. They have been a mess since they lost the Super Bowl in 2003 to the Bucks. I mean, that blowout kills them because they haven't been back. Even I don't think they've won a playoff game since then, have they?
It's been a while
Since they've been good.
Basically.
Yeah.
San Francisco's general manager, GM, John Lynch told
Buccaneers legend. What? He is. He's an actual Bucks legend.
As I was saying, John Lynch told reporters about 5 days ago, so about the 22nd, that 49ers wide receiver Brandon Ayuk currently is, quote, not anywhere close to having a concrete timeline to return from the knee injury that he suffered last season. That is going to hurt San Francisco even more than what they've got.
Yeah, I mean, they're already a mess. Continuing on, some other big news is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are looking to sign star quarterback Baker Mayfield, my boy, to an extension that locks him in as the team's long-term quarterback. Honestly, I think this is the right move. I mean, Baker Mayfield's had probably one of the best career revivals that I've ever seen in the NFL. I mean, he went from being really good in Cleveland to being pretty rough in Cleveland to Cleveland screwing him over and sending him to Carolina, where he existed. Then he had a really good game with the Rams, was pretty good, and then he came to Tampa Bay.
He was a backup for the Rams, wasn't he? Because that was when Matthew Stafford was injured.
He was a backup, but he did start a few games because of the Stafford injury. So then he came to Tampa Bay, and the rest is history. And they definitely need to sign him. I mean, he's been a monster. He's embraced the city, and the city's embraced him. His chemistry with Godwin and Evans is amazing. And also, he's hilarious because he shotguns beers while ignoring Chiefs fans. So, I mean, you can't get better than that. Also, he made fun of the Browns because they asked him, hey, what are your thoughts? He's like, dude, like on their quarterback situation, he says, not my problem anymore.
Moving on, Tyrann Mathieu is retiring from the NFL. He played for 12 seasons. I know one of those seasons was against your Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, where he was talking crap to Tom Brady, and Brady just crushed them. The greatest Super Bowl ever. Patrick Mahomes, don't ever say again, I never lose, buddy. You are the property of the Buccaneers and the Eagles.
You better be
more or less the Buccaneers because we haven't lost to you guys in the Super Bowl yet, or ever.
I'll let you go ahead and
get that finally, after so damn long, the Cincinnati Bengals have signed number 17 pick defensive end Shamar Stewart to a 4-year, $18.9 million deal. That includes a signing bonus of $10.4 million. He's been holding out of workouts due to a dispute over contract language, but the sides finally reached an agreement, so this drama is finally finished.
Buddy, you're a first-round pick. You just came out of college. You don't need to be talking about contracts.
Yeah, I understand why he's doing it because he is a very very good defensive end and stuff like that. So I guess it does make sense. But like, dude, you gotta hang back a little bit.
So Raiders are signing former Tennessee Titans safety Jamal.
We already talked about that.
Never mind. Texans have placed running back.
There you go.
Texans have placed running back Joe Mixon on the non-football injury list. Mixon was in a boot throughout the spring, but he is expected to be okay fairly soon. So far, I haven't seen anything on that quite yet.
In other news, we found it. There we go.
Never mind. According to sources, Joe Mixon is actually supposed to miss majority of the preseason, so he should be back during the regular season, but he is going to miss majority of the preseason. He's going to be out with a ankle injury and will be reevaluated closer to the start of the regular season. Mixon injured his ankle over the off season and didn't participate in OTAs or minicamp, which landed him on the non-football injury list to start training camp. A lot of injuries, and let me tell you, there are still more to come.
But of course, there is the most significant injury of all. Everybody's hearts are injured because we lost Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan. So rest in peace.
Yes.
I've been spending all day listening to Ozzy.
I've been looking back at some of the old Hulk Hogan videos.
Yeah. I mean, dude, No More Tears. That song is so good.
Let's move on.
So, talking about the Browns, speaking of sadness, the factory of sadness itself, the Cleveland Browns. Browns linebacker Jordan Hicks has announced his retirement from the NFL after 10 seasons.
He didn't play much, so
well,
he didn't play much.
But,
Giants had
so best of luck to him in retirement.
Oh yes, still best of luck to you, but wish you could have probably started.
Silence Clowns fan.
Yep. Shush you.
All right.
Giants placed offensive tackle Andrew Thomas on the PUP list. What? Due to his foot injury, and general manager Joe Schoen said Thomas, quote, should be ready for the opener.
The PUP list is physically unable to perform list. I feel like we talked about that, but yeah, I mean, that's going to be a tough loss for New York because Andrew Thomas, I mean,
They need him.
Yeah, I mean, he's an incredible blindside blocker, so they definitely need him around. So hopefully he can get better soon for the Giants' upcoming season. The Dolphins veteran cornerback Artie Burns, who injured his knee at practice today and left on crutches, is feared to have a torn ACL. Per source, Burns is now awaiting an MRI and a second opinion to confirm.
So this was 4 days ago. When he's saying today, it's not today. It's
yeah,
the 23rd.
I bet.
When it happened.
Yeah, so hopefully he gets better. The Atlanta Falcons are also signing former Chargers wide receiver DJ Chark, who hauled in 4 receptions for 31 receiving yards and 1 touchdown in 7 games last season with LA. So, Sportsball. Also, some huge news coming out of the New York Jets. Justin Fields was carted off the field after suffering an apparent non-contact injury.
However,
so, how fun. It was a toe injury.
Yes, I was going to say, however, I did see a video either earlier today or yesterday. He is back on the field, and he has been practicing. It's only a dislocated toe.
I was glad that you said that because I didn't know
it could have been a lot worse. Saints have reached an agreement with former Colts safety Julian Blackmon on a 1-year deal, and as a potential Honey Badger replacement, as in Honey Badger is Tyrann Mathieu' nickname.
Oh yeah.
So this one I asked you about.
Oh yeah.
I want you to explain your opinion on this specifically, and I'll let you go ahead. Read the title. What is it about that I'm talking about?
So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not allowing Desmond Watson, who's the big boy that we drafted, to practice until he reaches an undisclosed weight goal, who weighed 464 pounds at his pro day, has lost nearly 30 pounds according to the Tampa Bay Times, but still has work to do for clearance to practice. So,
how do you feel about this?
I'm kind of mixed on it, because on the one hand, I do understand that, yeah, you know, you don't want John Candy out there being unable to run, but at the same time, like, he's, you know, exercising and what they have to do out there and all the work they have to put out, that's basically weight loss. You know, you're basically losing weight easily. And also, we gotta stop the tush push somehow. All right, like everybody's gonna be doing it.
Gonna be
seriously.
The one guy.
We signed the biggest dude. But try and run the tush push. I dare you.
Let me pull back. Let me pull a throwback out for you. Vince Wilfork. Thank you.
Oh,
I don't have. Look up his name and look at how he did. I believe he was on offense, and he was the one that caused the butt fumble, the infamous butt fumble.
Yeah.
Look up his name. He was a bless you.
Thank you.
A beast.
Oh my God.
He was a beast on defense, and he was a big boy.
He's a big Here's a big ball.
But I'll let you cover. You had a couple of other things. I've got quite a bit of other things that we'll try and wrap through here a little bit quicker.
Yeah. So not the
Arizona.
Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals
There you
are
go.
signing number 47 pick cornerback Will Johnson. I remember he was projected as a first rounder.
Yes.
To a 4-year, $9.4 million deal.
He dropped
Besides-
quite a bit, surprisingly.
Yeah, well, yeah. The sides reached an agreement before the start of training camp, so I'm interested to see how this works out.
Yep.
I saw some of his game film. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's done pretty good. Falcons wide receiver Darnell Mooney has a shoulder injury and quote will miss a few weeks per a team official. Mooney was hurt this past Thursday during the Falcons' first open practice of training camp when he dove to catch a deep pass from quarterback Michael Penix Jr. during 11-on-11 work and landed on his shoulder. Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah. I almost said San Diego, but I didn't. The Los Angeles Chargers and offensive tackle Rashawn Slater have agreed to a 4-year, $114 million extension to make him the highest paid offensive tackle by AAV.
That's not a shocker considering how many times each person wants to outdo the other.
Yeah, I mean he's a monster out there too. He's a very good offensive tackle for the Chargers, so definitely want to keep him around.
Free agent cornerback Jack Jones, who started 16 games last season for the Raiders, is signing a 1-year deal with the Miami Dolphins. Jones now returns to the AFC East, where he used to start for the Patriots in the 22-23 season.
I would never wish that kind of fate on somebody playing for the Patriots that year. Poor guy.
True.
Yeah. So more cornerback help in Miami as former Cincinnati Bengals safety Mike Hilton is signing a 1-year deal with the Dolphins.
That's good for him.
Boom. I mean, Miami's beefing up. They're beefing up.
Even more safety news. Safety Josh Metalous and the Vikings reached an agreement yesterday on a 3 years, $36 million contract extension with a max value of $42 million that includes $25 million guaranteed. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. The San Francisco 49ers have signed former New Orleans Saints wide receiver, and I'm going to butcher this name, Equanimus St. Brown.
Equanimus? I don't know. Move on.
Equanimus
A
St.
guy
Brown.
named St. Brown, not to get confused with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Or St. Blue, you know. Has appeared in 2 games last season, but did not record a reception.
Well then,
What is that name though? Bro, why didn't they just name him?
What was the one that we talked about that you covered in basketball? Ty.
I mean, you could have named your kid Doug or Frank or
Anything else?
Carlton the Seeker.
But as of yesterday,
D&D character. Bullcrap.
As of yesterday, Titans wide receiver Treylon Burks suffered a fractured collarbone. Listen to this. While attempting a one-handed grab during practice Saturday. He is being evaluated for a shoulder injury, Coach Brian Callahan announced.
He broke his collarbone while trying to... Who did he try to grab? The Iron Giant? Like, what the hell?
Moving on to the Seahawks.
The Seahawks have signed... the Seahawks running back Kenny McIntosh, that's a glorious last name, who had to be helped off the field. Who had to be helped off the field, is thought to have a torn ACL pending further testing. Ouch.
That was as of yesterday as well. Some of these are happening. This one was earlier today.
Oh.
This was announced.
Some I've been paying attention to.
From holdout to apparent hold-in, Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin was spotted at the team's training facility yesterday per service. McLaurin arrived without a new deal, but with some sort of ankle injury. Washington now is expected to place McLaurin on the active/physically unable to perform list. As a holdout, McLaurin was racking up $50,000 per day in fines and training on his own. As a hold-in, he can't be fined $50,000 per day, and he's around the team.
Wow.
So this is craziness going on.
Yeah.
Another one that
Terry McLaurin, I mean, he's one of those guys that you want to keep around, especially since they got Jane Daniels, who, let's be honest, Jane Daniels is the future, and you want to build around him, and McLaurin's been a great receiver for them, so they got, just sign the man, Shirley. Sign him, or I'm going to punch you.
We're going to cover a few more.
wrong, actually.
There's other stuff going on in the NFL, but we're only going to cover a few more so that we don't keep you here for long. One major one.
Oh, sorry, you guys.
I was going to say one major one is that one right there.
So, how about them Cowboys have agreed to a 4-year, $52 million extension with tight end Jake Ferguson?
That literally happened about 5 hours ago, about earlier today, which is crazy.
But I want them to crumble. It's fine, they will.
I was going to say, we already saw the video of the first day of training camp.
They were fighting. A lot of players were fighting, so...
One more thing that I will cover before we move on to the big news that I like, or that I think it's big news for me at least.
Yeah.
Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford, who is dealing with back soreness, will not return to practice this week. This was as of yesterday. Will not return to practice this week as anticipated, Coach Sean McVay said yesterday. So the final thing that we are going to talk about. What else you got?
So I recently saw this thing where it was talking about active Hall of Fame locks on offense. And I want to get your thoughts on these. So, first up, obviously, we've got Aaron Rodgers.
Going to be in the Hall of Fame no matter what. Doesn't matter if he's won a ring or not.
We also got, speaking of Matthew Stafford, also Devontae Adams.
Matthew Stafford, yes. Devontae Adams, maybe. I don't know.
Patrick Mahomes.
No.
I can see it, but I also
see it, but
I don't want it. But let's be honest, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Because
Yep. Moving on.
Derrick Henry.
No doubt.
Yeah, King Henry.
No doubt. I can't get over that.
Yeah, you better get his crown. Mike Evans. Yeah, I would definitely say so. I would say so. I mean, he's been one of the best receivers.
He has been a great receiver. Yes, he has won a ring, so that pushes him up a little bit more. But he
has that record, or he's about to. He could break that record.
He's got. If he gets that record, I would say yes. But right now, he's a maybe to get into the Hall of Fame. You see where I'm coming from, at least. Right?
Yeah, I get it. Russell Wilson.
No,
I'm a little shaky on that.
Need a better performance. He did great the 1 year where they made it to the final or to the Super Bowl, and now just went downhill.
Thanks, you owe me a Coke.
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill.
He was great with Kansas City. I don't know. He kind of went downhill after.
He's been okay with Miami.
That's what I'm saying. He went downhill.
Travis Kelce.
Okay, do we even have to argue that? Moving on.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I can see that.
As much as I want to say no, he's going to make it in.
Yeah. DeAndre Hopkins.
Huh? I could see it.
And Trent Williams.
Could be a little bit better. I want to see a little bit more out of him.
Yeah.
But
Jake's on me, Coke.
Stop it with that.
Here's the big news.
The big news, at least, that I
Take it away, Ronald.
I think it's great. Phillip Rivers is retiring from the NFL as a Charger.
Yep.
As he announced.
Sorry.
He's been retired from the NFL following his final season with the Colts, but he wanted to retire as a Charger. So for him to come back home to Los Angeles and retire as a Charger, I hope that works out for him. I would love to see him in that Chargers uniform at least one more time. Just one more season or just one more game. I will take it because that's how I remember him. I don't remember him in any other uniform except for San Diego's uniform.
Yeah, I mean he was a staple in that team for so long. He did such an incredible job with that team. I mean he was their guy. So yeah, I definitely hope I'm definitely gonna be wishing the best for him retirement. So ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Hit that like button. Beat the crap,
Punch the bell.
Beat the crap out of it like you're Marty McSorley if somebody looks at Gretzky wrong. yeah, hit the bell, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't show up at our house. Listen to us on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram, and go Sportsball.